With that being said, I'm just curious how, as a civil rights attorney, how do you feel about our country picking and choosing when international law matters and when it doesn't matter?
It's absolutely ridiculous. I mean, we only use international law when it benefits us, and then we just ignore it. And if you think about the history of a lot of these international courts and the ICC, historically, they've really only prosecuted black and brown people and leaders. You know, very historically, they don't very rarely they're bringing in the real perpetrators of violence. Now, listen, this is not my words, but the great Dr. Martin Luther King is one of my heroes for real. You know, he said the greatest purveyor of violence on the face of the earth was the United States of America. We continue to
Yeah.
do this all over the place. We continue to do these coups. I mean, again, talking about Iran, again, just the historical fact that in 1953, 1955, we went into Iran and fomented a coup because their prime minister wanted to nationalize the oil to make sure the oil was taking care of his people and not Britain, not the British and the United States. And so we always start at 1979, but we don't go back to 1953 and what actually happened to make them feel the way that they feel. And this is not something that's new for America around the world. We fomented so many coups and taken over. Look what we just did in Venezuela. We went in Venezuela and just kidnapped.
I think that's the thing that people are having a hard time grappling with. Like what you saying, Damario, is American imperialism been going a long time, and we're not caping for nobody. And to me, I think that it leads us very smoothly into what happened in Tulsa, because internationally and domestically, people in power, usually through a racial lens, get to dictate what type of violence is seen as justifiable and rational, and which violence is always already irrational and unjustifiable.